Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in the state of Texas. We're in the city of San Antonio. We're going to be doing a driving tour of the neighborhood called Monte Vista. It's currently 84 degrees. We're passing McCullough. We're on East Mulberry Ave. We're in a residential neighborhood. We got homes on my right-hand side, homes on my left-hand side. Beautiful homes, two-story homes. We have a female on my left-hand side walking her dog. Her dog is leashless. We have what looks to be a property for sale on my right-hand side. I would love to get you the address, but they did not have the address visible. Beats me when they try to sell a property and no address is visible. Check out the palm trees on my left. Outstanding, right? Looks awesome. We're at North Main, East Mulberry Ave and North Main. This neighborhood is considered to be one of the better areas to live at in San Antonio. The more prominent area. You got sidewalks on both sides with a nice sized patch of grass that's lining the sidewalk. Then you got the lawns. I see one driveway. I don't see many driveways. I think I see another one right here on the left. Another one on the right. But there weren't many cars parked in the driveways. There's side alleys, and then there's a garage in the rear of some of the properties. So that's probably why you don't see cars in the driveways. We're at West Mulberry Ave and Howard. We're turning right on the 2100 block of Howard. All right, let's make this left-hand turn on West Agarita Ave. Agarita. Make this left-hand turn on West Agarita Ave. We got shutters on my right-hand side. They are non-functional. They appear to be just... No, they look like they're on hinges. No, those are on hinges. Those are actually on hinges, so they look like they can open and close. Look at these houses. Wow. Look at that one. Not bad. You see it on my left? Look at this one on my right. Look at this one on my left. Look at the palm trees that surround this property. Is this a house? Or is this like a government building? This is a house? I'm going to point to this house. Wow, look at this thing, guys. This thing looks neat. Not a bad looking property at all, right? They got a nice driveway. Got the fancy like Roman statues. They got a nice pool in the yard. What? And they got a tennis court? Nah, that has to be like some sort of club building. Yo, you got a huge garage on the side, 2-car garage. Wow. All right, we're gonna continue traveling forward. We just passed Belknap Place. Shutters on my right-hand side are on hooks, and they have the locks. We got some nice standard houses over here. I'm going to do a little swerve so y'all could kind of see a little bit of both sides. We're traveling at about 6 miles an hour. Look at this property has lions on the entrance. You see the 2 lions right there? Right where you enter the walkway, 2 lion statues. We're approaching San Pedro Ave. So the Monte Vista Historic District is an affluent neighborhood of about 3,000 people located in Midtown San Antonio, Texas, United States of America. See, it's an affluent area. Let's make this right-hand turn. And let's make this right-hand turn once again on Summit Ave. The 300 block of Summit Ave. We're turning off of San Pedro on Summit. Now we got some more driveways being utilized. I see some street side parking right here in front of us. The structure of the houses are pretty similar. as far as size goes. I see different finishing, like this stucco pink one on my right. There's another one on my left, a white stucco, a lot more bumpier and abrasive. Look, you got the terracotta shingles up top on the roof on my right. A lot of trees, a lot of trees. The street is really smooth. The street signs read Monte Vista Historic District. We're at Summit Ave and Belknap Place. I kind of see a lot of tropical colors in a sense. A lot of pinks, a lot of pastels, a lot of yellows, like canary yellows. We're going uphill. We got some really tall palm trees right here on my left. We got a mixture of trees, as you guys can see. I'm going to pull over. I got a Mercedes that's about to pass me. Look at those two palm trees right there. Standing tall. All right, we got another vehicle behind us. And then we're going to get back into the center of the street. Before we get back into the center of the street, look at this house on my right. And then look at this house on my left. I'm going to position the vehicle to this house on my left. Look at the second floor balcony. Look at the little side carport they got going on right there. You see that side carport? You can drive under it. I wonder if this white pickup truck is theirs. They wanted to have a white truck to match their white house. We're at Howard and Summit. Look at the house on the left with the palm tree next to it. You see how they got palm trees periodically placed? Like, they're strategically placed in certain areas. I wonder if that was the homeowner who opted to plant the palm tree, or was it the city? Probably more or less the homeowner. We just passed a nice Dodge Ram Charger SUV, 80s body. We're at Summit Ave and Main Ave. I don't have to stop there, but I just slowed down out of habit. Wow, there was a property over there that looked incredible, and it was boarded? No way. I'm gonna have to go around the block to see it because it was boarded. For sale on my right. Look at this, is for sale. Let me see if I can get y'all an address. I'm gonna point y'all to the house too. This is for sale. 118. We're on Summit Ave still, right? 118 Summit Ave, San Antonio, Texas. You can look up that property value to see how much the house is going for. Look at all these palm trees on my left. They went in with the palm trees here. Wow. The palm trees give the area a whole different vibe, a whole different feel. It kind of reminds me of like a Florida vibe, or like a California vibe, or like a Puerto Rico vibe, like a tropical vibe. Maybe we got cactus on our right. We're at McCullough and Summit. Let's make this right because I want to see that abandoned building. It's interesting to see an abandoned building in this neighborhood, unless they were doing some rehabilitation work to it. We're at Agarita and McCullough. I believe we came through here earlier. You can see the downtown skyline right there in front of us at the end of the road. So much greenery, right? So many plants, just random plants everywhere. Like an overabundance of plants. It's almost like you're in a safari. Varsity water polo. Somebody, I guess, played water polo and had an advertisement in front of their property. All right, we're coming up on the boarded up house right here on my right. Yo, not only is it boarded, I didn't even notice. Look how unkept this lawn is. Look at this lawn. Look at the bushes. Look at the sidewalk. Where did the sidewalk go? I don't know. It's playing how to go seek. Yo, it's boarded up. But it looks like somebody might be taking care of it because it says do not trespass. It says no trespassing. Look it. Yeah, Monday Builders. Visit www.mondaybuilders.com. I believe they're probably the ones responsible for this project. But the house already by itself looks good. It looks like it needs some TLC, but nothing major. You see how the rear is all gated? Yeah, they're gutting it. So they're doing demo work on the inside. Wow. That was a beautiful little abandoned house, though. Really nice. I can only imagine what the hardwood floors look like. We're at Summit Ave and Main Ave. It probably has like some original hardwood floors from back in the day. Wow. Canary yellow house. We got a tan and brown house. We got like an ash blue gray house. We got a house made with stones on my right hand side. We got a stucco house coming up, a yellow stucco house. Let's make this left hand turn. We're coming off of McCullough, and we're actually coming off of East Summit, and we're gonna make a left on McCullough, the 3100 block of McCullough. So this district stretches from the southern area near San Antonio College to its most northern point along Hildebrand Avenue. Let's make this left-hand turn. We're waiting for it to turn green. All right, it just turned green. Let's make this left. We got Our Lady of Grace, Pray For Us Church on our right-hand side. I believe it's called Our Lady of Grace. I notice a lot of the Catholic churches are called Our something. Like Our Lady of this, Our Lady of that, Our Sister of this, or Our something with Our. St. Anthony High School on my right hand side, guys. We're literally next to their high school. Okay, let's make this left hand turn on East Kings Highway and McCullough. We just turned off of McCullough. Look at this, East Kings Highway. Look at these houses. There's a happy birthday. Look it. Wow, there was a happy birthday. What you call that? A display in front of their property. Look at this property right here. What do y'all think about that house right there with the double-decker porch? Look at that. It looks like it even has a roof deck. Wow. Monte Vista began development in 1889 when real estate developers took an interest in a goat pasture about 2 miles north of downtown San Antonio. Look at this property on my left. Look at the yard around it. Look at this Jeep. I like this Jeep. Jeep Wrangler. Look at the entrance to that house. Holy smokes. I'm loving that entrance. Huge lawns. I would say 25 to give or take 30 feet in length, and width, probably a good 60, 70 feet in width. That they have a huge lot space. Wow, somebody had an in-ground pool on my right-hand side, y'all, with a basketball court. That joint's pimping. Pimping. I'm going to pull over. I got a car behind me. We're at Howard and West Kings Highway. This property on my right has a huge vanity wall. The only thing I can say is like a fortress. It's like a fortress. Look at this. I'm going to point you to this house. You see this house right here on my right? It got like a fortress going all around it. The ground looked like it was done with asphalt, and then the asphalt began to crack, and then they try to use tar to fill in the cracks. And you see a bunch of cracks on the ground. We got a pink house on my right. Like, I don't even think you guys can see the houses on my left. I don't think it does justice. I'm gonna make a wacky U-turn. Look at that. Look at these houses. Told you I'm gonna make a wacky U-turn, so get ready. Look, and then we got this pink house right here. See this pink house hidden right there? Look like the Pink Panther live in it. All right, we're at West Kings Highway and Belknap Place. These houses are nice. They're really pushed off of the street side. I would say the plot, they're about 25 to 30 feet away from the street side. That's why you guys can't get the best, pristine view. We're approaching San Pedro. So we're gonna cross San Pedro. We're at West Kings Highway in San Pedro. I'm gonna cross and see what's on this side. So this neighborhood was officially registered in the National Register of Historic Places in 1998. Because of this, homeowners must adhere to rules and regulations set by the San Antonio Office of Historical Preservation and approved by the San Antonio Historical Design and Review Commission, as well as the San Antonio City Council. There's two people on my left walking the dog. So that means that there's certain things that you can and cannot do to your property. And if you want to do certain things, you got to ask for permission. Wow, that kind of sucks. Let's make this right. We're approaching Breeden. We got somebody walking their dog right here. You see him? On my left-hand side, he's walking his dog. We're at West Gramercy Place and Breeden. These houses over here look a little bit smaller. They got smaller lawns. They're closer to each other. You can actually see more of them. There's still trees, but not like an overabundance of trees protecting the property. So about 3,000 people live in the neighborhood, huh? Interesting. All right, let's make this right-hand turn. No, let's go left. I like left better. And then we can go right. On West Gramercy. Gramercy. See the little trees they planted? And like little teeny weeny trees too? And look at these trees on my left. These trees on my left don't have any bark, really. They don't have any like skin. Wow, look at this place right here in front of us. We're at Gramercy Place and Belknap. Look at this entrance right here. You see this entrance? These two brick walls that we got to go through in order to get to the other side of the street. Wow, talking about an affluent neighborhood. Let's continue traveling forward. This is Gramercy Place. I see a lot of picket signs, the signs for their lawns, supporting their political choice. Look at that baby blue house on my right with some green accent. You see that baby blue house on my right? The windows got green accent. All right, we're at Howard. Gramercy and Howard. We're crossing Howard, the 2400 block of Howard. We got black shutters on my left-hand side. White house on my left. Look at this one coming up with the shingles going all the way down the face. You see this one on my left with the bricks right after the white one? You see how it got colorful bricks? Then it got like some white accent. Then it got some like colorful shingles. That reminds me of like some like Dutch stuff. So we're actually 2 hours and 31 minutes away from the Mexican border. This neighborhood right here. 2 hours and 31 minutes from the Mexican border. We got a G-Wagon on my right-hand side. I like the houses like on my left. They have the second story porch. You see it? That second story porch is neat. I don't know how many people use it, but I feel like if I had a second story porch, I'd be using it. I'd be hanging up top. I have a little miniature grill, and I'd be grilling up top, watching the pedestrians walk by. I have my paintball gun loaded with frozen paintballs. I get my target practice on. Say no. They're like, yo, Tune, remind me not to walk by your house. Nah, I'm kidding. I wouldn't be doing that. I'll make sure to use hollow tip pellets, the CO2 guns with the BBB. Nah. I'm kidding. No BBs. All right, we're at McKello and East Gramercy Place. Let's make this left over here. Punch buggy, no punch back. You see that canary yellow beetle right up the end of the road? Had me stuttering like a tongue twister. We're at McKello and East Ellesmere Place. Look at, they just planted some trees right here on my right hand side. You see those little trees? Look at this house. Look at the structure of this house. I'm going to point at this house so you can see the structure. You see that house? They got like the carport on the right, the awning, and all of that. Then look at this baby blue one, completely different across the street. Now look at this brick one. Yo, I like how they kind of got their own thing going on. Truckster. That SUV right there, that Jeep said Truckster on the tags. It looks like they're working on a house right here. You see there's a bunch of plywood and 2x4s and all that stuff. It looks like some construction workers. Wow, they had a dinosaur skeleton right outside on my right-hand side. Right in front of the property. It's like a dinosaur skeleton statue. We got more lines right here on my right where that guy's walking by. He's listening to his earphones. So these houses aren't extremely big. Like, they're not like mini mansion, mega mansion big. But they are bigger than a lot of the average houses I see in neighborhoods. Not only are they 2-story, they look like they could be like 2.5, maybe 3-story because of the attics. A lot of these 2-story houses with those A-top roofs tend to have an attic. And that attic space you could convert to living space. And I don't know if they got basements. Wonder if they got basements. If they got basements, then they definitely, it could be kind of as like a 3-floor because you could furnish the basement. We're crossing over Howard Street. We're at Ellesmere Place and Howard. These trees on my left, they look spooky. The way they got all the little veins, all the little limbs that come out of the base, they look like from like not Alice in Wonderland, the Seven Dwarves fairy tale. When she walked through like I don't even remember what I'm talking about. But anyway, they look spooky. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. We're approaching Belknap Place. We're going to cross Belknap Place. Oh, I kind of want to see this house that's over here, but maybe we'll make a U-turn, come around the block, and we'll see it. Because I see a huge wall surrounding that property on my right. But maybe we could go around the block and y'all can still see it. Look, we got landscapers on our left, mowing the lawns, blowing the leaves, and then their landscaping truck on my right. So I guess, on another note, if you have a landscaping business and you're in the Texas area, you might do pretty good. Or like Florida, Texas, Cali, where they got plenty of greenery, grass, wood chips, gravel and stuff, and they need you to maintain it. Yep, you can start your own business. We're back on San Pedro Ave in West Ellesmere. Let's make this right-hand turn. So this is actually the border. San Pedro Ave is the border. Remember how we passed out of it once? We actually left the Monte Vista neighborhood and entered the Beacon Hill neighborhood. The Beacon Hill neighborhood is on our left. That's a whole nother neighborhood called Beacon Hill. Let's make this right on West Linwood. Wow, look at these properties on my left. That wall, that thick wall protecting the property. Woo! Let me point to it. And they got a nice palm tree too. Look how thick that wall is that goes around that property. That's like a little mini mansion. Like a half of a mini. If you took a mini mansion and you cut it in half, that's what that is right there. A half of a mini mansion. Because look how far this white wall goes around. They have a huge piece of... Yo, I saw somebody's crib, they had a tennis court out back. Like, what? Bro, you got a tennis court? You must love some tennis. Look at these palm trees right here. Yo, this is vicious. And you can tell that they just planted them because they got those brace pieces of wood holding it up. Hold on, I'm going to point straight to the house. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Boom! Now that's a view, minus the pieces of wood. I guess they got the pieces of wood there to hold them up because they're probably still relatively fresh. Wow, that's actually a really nice photo. I'm going to try to take this photo if possible. Let me see. Try again. One more photo. Boom. Not bad at all, guys. I'll put that photo on the Toon Be Chillin' Instagram account. ToonBeChillin. Toon Be Chillin'. So the house that I saw with the magnificent wall surrounding the property is this one on my right. I'm going to make a wacky U-turn once again so y'all can see the wall because it caught my eye. Because they got a basketball court in the yard. Look at right there. You see that? Y'all can't really see because we're right in the sun. Belknap and Linwood. We're right in the sun. But yeah, here goes another one of those wacky U-turns. Really, really, really nice houses. Looks like a nice neighborhood. Looks like it could be a peaceful neighborhood. I don't really see much trash. I don't see any trash, really. I don't even see any waste bins. That's probably part of the historic factor. There's probably like a rule, certain day of the week that you can put your trash out. There's leaves everywhere. That's about it. We're at Howard and Linwood. This house on my left looks cool too. Look at it. Pimpin'. It's all stucco. That's a stucco house. Wow, look at the yard, the wall over here on my left. That's still part of that stucco house. Holy smokes, look at their land. Look at all of this all the way to like right here. Whoa, that was a lot of property. Yo, 4-car garage, baby. 5-car garage. Holy smokes! Car garage overload! Yo, I gotta show y'all this. 5-car garage. Yo, right there on the left. 5-car garage. And it looks like a mini little guest house. Oh my gosh, y'all can't even see. I'm gonna reposition the vehicle. Yo, look at the birdhouse right in front of the property. The birdhouse is bigger than my crib. Yo, they got a birdhouse that's 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. I'm gonna make a U-turn again, just so y'all can get a better perspective. Another vantage point. San Antonio Spurs. Look at that. 5-car garage. Woo-wee! They don't got that much gate surrounding their property. If I had that property, I might have a... They got a brick wall over here on my left, but I feel like they should have had more of their property covered. We got a car behind us. That's why I had to speed it up some. Wow. Not bad at all. Look at another gardener on my right. They had a 3-car garage over here. That 5-car garage was looking saucy. It was looking luxurious. Let's make this left-hand turn on McCullough Ave. Woo! Cars coming. Access denied. Don't want to get creamed by a Ford truck. That thing was built in the 80s. You will not win. You will not win against that 80s metal. They built cars differently back in the day. Those things could withstand a tornado. Get tossed around like little tanks on wheels. You got Shriner Place on my right, which is a dead end. I'm gonna turn left on Hollywood Ave, baby. We on Hollywood Ave. Making his left-hand turn on Hollywood Ave in the Monte Vista District, Historic District to be exact. We got more cars parked on the street side here than we did damn near most of the other blocks we went to. This block looks a little tighter too. It doesn't look like the street's as wide as some of the other ones. We're traveling like 13 miles an hour. We got a lot of gardeners, landscapers, people who do the labor work. You can tell because their vehicles are outside. Look at a detailing business. Yo! Mobile detailing! That is crazy. That homeowner, I guess, does not want to detail their vehicle, despite them having a home, probably having a hose, or having the money to buy a hose. They probably just don't either have the time or don't like doing it. But they call it a professional detail service to come to their property and detail their SUV. That right there, I'm telling you, depending on how extensive their detailing service is, they got a Paris phone booth right there on my right hand side. You see that red phone booth back there? Somebody got an actual French or European red telephone booth in their yard. Wow. That service right there, it can start off at anywhere from like 200, like 150, 200 on the low end. I don't know what they charge here in San Antonio, but if they're doing like a deep detail, cut and buff and all that, I don't know. I doubt they're doing a cut and buff because it's a new vehicle. That could be like a $300-400 house call, give or take. There's a house for rent on my left, 218. If anybody's interested, 218 Hollywood Ave, San Antonio, Texas. Look, we got two gentlemen right here. They're possibly homeowners, maybe neighbors, maybe friends. They're hosting a conversation right out front of the property. You see them? We're at Belknap Place. We're going to cross over Belknap. We're on Hollywood Ave and Belknap. Look, we got the white fence on my right-hand side. No fence on my left. With the white Tesla. With green door handles. Foundation repair, licensed and insured. There was an advertisement for foundation repair. Wow, guys. Oh, another boarded up house. Oh, this caught on fire, y'all. There's a house over here on my right that caught on fire. Look at it. It's boarded up. You see it right there, that one? See the house is boarded. And it got like smoke burns out of the windows. It looked like it caught on fire. We're at West Hollywood Ave and San Pedro Ave. This is the border. I'm going to make this right-hand turn. You got the VIA bus on our left-hand side, VIA. Pediatrics and adolescents on our left. We're passing Rosewood. I'm going to make this right-hand turn on Rosewood Ave. Rosewood was on our left. It continued right here on our right. Yeah, it's a beautiful little area, guys. I think you guys get the synopsis. I think you get the point. I think it's very visible. It's a pretty cool neighborhood. It's a historic neighborhood. It looks like a well-maintained community. A lot of interesting architecture. I see a lot of homes that look Spanish influenced, like Mexican influence, like with the stucco and all of that. That reminds me of like Hispanic properties, like Dominicans and Mexicans and all that, Puerto Ricans. Like the history of the architecture. Because you go to Puerto Rico, you'll see a lot of stuff that's stucco. If you go to like Mexico, I've never been to Mexico, but I know I've seen movies about Mexico. There's a lot of stuff that looks like stucco. It looks like really loose, shoddy work, but I guess it's been holding up for many, many, many years. Wow, there's an awning, a roof right here that's falling in. There's a car park right there. I'm surprised the Historical Preservation Society hasn't cited them for that awning. That awning is caving in. Look right up top. There looked like there was a roof walk. It's caving in. It's literally tilting in. The foundation of that property is questionable. They're the Mullins, because on top of their doorway, it says the Mullins. So that's probably their last name, Mullen. Would you guys do that? Would you guys put your last name or your household name on your front of your house? Like, would you like that? How many of you have that? Like, if your last name is Brook, you guys are the Brooks. If your last name is Garcia, you guys are the Garcias. How many of you guys have that on your property? I personally, I don't think I would want my last name on my property. I don't know. That's just me being weird, maybe. I personally wouldn't want it. We're at Rosewood Ave and Howard Street. I like to be like low profile in a sense, so I wouldn't want all my neighbors, all 52 neighbors, to drive by my house knowing my last name. You know, I don't know if that makes any sense. You get all these random people. Oh, well, you know who lives there? The Mullins. Mine's is gonna say Tunes. The Tunes. It's gonna say the Toons. The Tunes. Oh, that's the Tunes house. Look at Little Tune. Look at Medium Tune. Look at Mama Tune. Look at Pappy Tune. Look at Kitty Cat, Doggy, Snake Tune, Lizard Tune, Squirrel Tune, Chicken Tune, Sheep Tune. I'm gonna have a whole farm in a neighborhood like this. They're gonna call zoning on me. This is the type of neighborhood that you can't have a horse in or anything exotic like that. That's not allowed because your neighbors will snitch on you. Your neighbors will call whatever the society that manages this neighborhood. The reason why I say that is because we were in a couple states ago. I forgot where we were at exactly. We was in like the hood area, and it was a little tiny neighborhood with a lot of trash, a lot of debris, a lot of, just abandoned houses and stuff. And we saw a horse in the back of a yard surrounded by trash. And the horse didn't look like in the tip-top shape. So I guess a private homeowner there purchased a horse. They wanted a horse. They got a horse in the yard. But the thing is that none of the neighbors called on them. None of the neighbors were concerned enough to actually, at least not that I know of, because they still had the horse. The horse was still sitting in the yard. And like I said, it was surrounded by trash. It was kind of sad. Because, you don't know when's the last time the horse drank water. You don't know when's the last time the horse ate. I see that a lot, too, with dogs. You see that they be next to, like, a silver food bowl that be dirty and dusty. Or, like, a water bowl that be dirty and dusty or filled with dirty water. Like, some of the owners don't care. You always need to give your animal plenty of fresh water. Fused. Iowa license plate on my right-hand side. That's my point. I'm up in this license plate game. We got a cyclist on my left-hand side rocking the helmet and the whole nine. We got some weird plants on my right. They look like they're from Africa. They're all twisted and contorted. We got some more palm trees. Those palm trees, this is how it looks when you drive through Cali. Those palm trees on both sides of the road lined up evenly. Just erase all the other trees. It depends on some neighborhoods you're in. Not all neighborhoods have palm trees in Cali. But like Crenshaw, for example, straight down the block, tons and tons of palm trees. Just lining both sides. Like every 6-7 feet, there's a palm tree. We're at Gillespie and Rosewood, which is pleasing to the eye. It gives you a nice depth of field, a nice view, a nice shot, a nice photo. For lease on my left-hand side. And remember, you got to keep up to deed restrictions. Oh, that's an apartment. 101. The address is 101. What? It can't be 101. Because next to it is 313. That was weird. Some lady on my right, she had her cataract glasses. And you know how I know they were cataract glasses? Because I used to have cataracts. I had operation in both my eyes, and they gave me those same glasses when I got my operation. There's a little community, I guess like an apartment complex on my right. It says, "We love our residents." The Rosewood Apartments. Yep, you see? We got a walker on my right. Her face was super red, and her legs tatted up, yo! She tatted. Like her whole leg sleeve was colorful as ever. Her face was burning red, though. Like she was super hot. Probably exhausted from the walk. We're at Shook and Rosewood. City of San Antonio waste bins. Now we see the waste bins. Wow, look at this house right here. I don't think y'all can actually see, because you got this green wall. Look at this property right here. With the stones, with the garage. Y'all see that? 411. Wow, 411. This is Shook. 411 Shook? What are we on, Shook? Anyway, beautiful, beautiful. Look at these houses. Look at this one on my right. These on my right are nice and pushed off on the street side. If I would live in a neighborhood like this, I would want to be like that, pushed real far away from the street side, so I don't hear a lot of traffic, so I don't got to deal with a lot of neighbors like walking in front of my house. And I would put like a wall. You see how they got like a wall surrounding the property? I wouldn't have mine like this on my on the left, because dogs. Even though I love dogs, but people are gonna guarantee walk their dogs, and 3 out of 10 dog walkers are not gonna pick up their dog poop, and that's a lot of poop. It tends to add up. We're approaching the Chapman Center. We got a nice little statue out here. Look at it right here on my left-hand side. It's a guy holding a book with a globe. He's in a robe, and he's holding a torch. And there's a little water fountain. No weapons permitted on this property. On our left, the Hassel Center, Coates Library, Laurie Auditorium, and Center for Science and Innovation. So did we enter like a campus? Yeah, it looks like we just entered some type of faculty parking lot. We entered a faculty parking lot by accident. Is there an exit over here? Oh yeah, there's an exit. Mars McLean Hall Center for Science and Innovation. That's nice. It took us right back to the street. Not a bad little neighborhood, man. Not bad at all. And it's not far from downtown. It's like 8-10 minutes away from downtown, depending on traffic. Like a 10-minute drive. Probably like a half an hour walk, depending on how fast you walk.